Hello and welcome to Hearthstone. My name is Deathfrosty, also known as Frosty, and the new expansion has come, the Whispers of the Old Gods. And I saved up a little bit to open some packs, so I shall. 113 to be exact. So, let's see. Also I might want to mention before we start, everyone who logs into Hearthstone, now that the expansion is out, everybody gets three free boosters, a legendary, Cthulhu, and two Cthulhu's apprentices or whatever. I don't remember the command card. Anyway, but they also get a quest that is win 2 game or play 2 games in a standard mode, which is basically the base set and the 2 last year's expansions, because they started rotating those. So I did that. You get free 5 extra packs, but then you get another quest to win 7 games in standard format, and you get 5 more. I did not do that because that would have taken way too long with the deck I had. It took me several tries to get the 2 wins with this deck I had. Anyway, let's start opening some packs. That's visceral. Ooh! We start with a legendary. Let's see. 8 mana, 6/10 Eldritch Horror. Okay. Plots of cultists, 2 of them. Warrior card. 3 mana, 3/4 Battlecry. If you control a pirate, give your weapon +1/+1. That's actually good.
Golden legendary!
Wow! We start strong with the freaking golden legendary. Wow! That's something. Also, let me do this before we continue. We want to have fit the occasion. That was a wrong button. I think this should do it. Yes. The eyes. The eyes. Okay. Normal pack.
Rare.
So another Eldritch Horror. 4 mana at 4/4. South Sea Squid Face. Squid Face. Death Rattle. Give your weapon +2. Okay, that's good. 4 mana 7/7 Overload 2. That's quite powerful. Shaman card. Dark Arakoa. 6 mana 5/7 Taunt. Battlecry. Give your Cthulhu +3/+3 wherever it is. I probably should show you the Cthulhu. I will try to remember to do that after I've opened these boosters. And Twilight Dark Mentor. If your Cthulhu has at least 10 attack, restore 10 health to your hero. 5 mana 6/5. Quite powerful actually. Next one. Nothing rare, nothing. Okay.
Rare.
So, let's see. Thistle Tea. 6 mana, draw a card, add 2 extra copies to your hand of it. I feel personally that this rogue card is slightly too slow, but I might be completely wrong. It's definitely powerful if you pull off something extra valuable. Bloodhoof Brave, 4 mana 2/6, Taunt, Enraged 3 attack. So it can be 4 mana 5/5 Taunt. Not bad. Or, less health. Depends how big of a hit it takes. Possessed Villager. 1 mana 1/1, Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 Shadow Beast. Cool. More Warlock cards. Then there's the Darkshire Alchemist, Battlecry, restore 5 health. Okay, that's good, because you can direct it. You can either heal a minion, your face, or, in some cases, the enemy, because there's situations where you might want to do that. Technically heal. There's the cards which make healing damage. Anyway, and Ravaging Ghoul. 3 mana, 3/3 Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all other minions. So this is to perhaps trigger the... Who is it? The Dark Iron Dwarf. I can't remember the name. Everyone, get in here! Those and other warrior cards, because they actually can use that 1 damage in a lot of ways. Like Frothing Berserker, that gets +1 attack for each damage dealt that turn. Not damage dealt, but you know, every time something damages, it gets +1 attack. I should move off this pace. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought. So, open. Psychothron, 5 mana, 3/4 down, Taunt, Divine Shield. So this is upgraded version of the Anoyatron. It's a Psychotron. 2 mana, 2/1. Battlefield Tidehunter Battlecry, summon a 1/1 Ooze with Taunt. Okay, good. Another Ravaging Ghoul, Cult Apothecary. Battlecry, for each enemy minion restore 2 health to your hero. This can be good or bad. I mean, if enemy has quite a lot of minions, this heal won't do much. It might, you know, if you have something to clear the board afterwards, after you're healed. Yeah, it might do something, but usually you're already losing, and this is just a little patchwork for that. Ancient Shield Bearer, 7 mana, 6/6. Battlecry Victoon has at least 10 attack, getting 10 armor. Wow, that's defensive. Get in there! Explosions. Also, sorry if I seem a little bit... how would I say? Non-energetic. That's because it's almost 4 AM, and I'm doing this because as soon as the servers caught up, I started doing this. Well, it's actually 3:39 AM, so I was off a little bit. Anyway, Possessed Villager we saw, Bloodsack Cultist we have seen. Okay, Aberrant Berserker, 4 mana, 3/5 +2 attack when enraged. Decent common card, decent for arena. Mark of Yzarj. Give a minion +2/+2 if it's beast, draw card. Okay, that's good. And on the hunt, 1 damage, 1/1 Mastiff. Can be useful, but it doesn't summon extra Mastiffs even if you have them. If you have spell power, it just does more damage. 10 mana, 10/10 with Faceless Behemoth, or Behemoth, however you want to pronounce it. We saw this 4 mana, 7/7, quite powerful. Cult Apothecary, we saw that. Primal Fusion, give your minion +1/+1 for each of your totems. So this can be quite a healthy buff. I mean, usually you don't have more than 1 to maybe 3 totems at best. But there are some situations where you have 4 or 5 totems, because it counts all of the totems, even Totem Golem and, you know, Flame Tongue Totem that you can play, not only your hero power totems. So this can be very affordable buff for very cheap. Something that the Shamans didn't really have. I mean, they had attack buffs with Rock, Bite Weapon, Wind Fury and such, but nothing like raise the defense. And Darkshire Librarian. 2 mana, 3/2, Battlecry. Discard a random card. Death Rattle, draw a card. So it cycles, but I feel this would be much better if it was other way around. When you play it, you draw a card, but when it dies, you discard a card. At random. But then again, they want to make the Warlock playstyle more, how would you say, dangerous. You sacrifice things to get more. Ooh, epic. So, Feral Rage. Choose one. Give your hero +4 attack this turn or gain 8 armor. Mark of Yzarj, we saw. Okay. Paladin buff. Give a minion +1/+2. 1 mana. That's actually quite powerful. So you can save your 1 mana drop. You can make your on turn 3, you can summon your 1/1 and make it a 2/3, which is kind of bad, but this might still help in the early game. Corrupted Healbot. 5 mana 6/6, which is quite a powerful bot. Death Rattle is, when it dies, restore 8 health to enemy hero. Can be still used. Oh, this shit. I don't like this. So, 9 mana 9/9, Blood of the Ancient One. If you control 2 of these at the end of your turn, merge them into an Ancient One. Ancient One is 9 mana 30/30, with no abilities. So it can be blocked by any taunt, it's weak to every single removal in game, and you need to have 2 of these very bad minions in game to even get it. So yeah, that's kind of useless and pointless, and I'll probably disenchanted. Rare! Okay, I saw this one while I was playing. Somebody made a pirate war here. And the first maze. Battlecry. Equip 1/3 Rusty Hook. Actually quite a powerful card. You get like 1/1. Okay, that's not powerful for 1 mana, but you also get a 1/3 weapon. Which is quite useful at the start of the game. Inverse Magma Rager. 1/5 instead of 5/1. Maybe. Sometimes you can pick it up on Arena. We saw this one, we saw this one. Steward of Darkshire. Yeah, let's give Paladins more stuff that is kind of possibly broken. Steward of Darkshire. 3 mana 3/3. Whenever you summon a 1 health minion, give it a Divine Shield. So any creature like you have that has 1 health, Divine Shield as well. That includes your hero power. Okay, new cards. Shadow Strike. 3 mana, deal 5 damage to an undamaged character. So this is, if they are full health, they will get damage by 5. Otherwise you can't target them. It's like backstab, but 5 damage. And yes, you can throw it on the enemy's face if they have full HP. Shadow Word Horror. I can't say if this is good. 4 mana, destroy all minions with 2 or less attack. That's also yours, but then again, it might be good, it might be bad. We saw Squid Face, Evolved Kobold, 4 mana 2/2, plus 2 spell power. So the body stays the same as the Kobold Geomancers, but it gains plus 1 spell power and 2 more cost. And 2 mana for 1 beast, Duskborn. Yeah. Interesting. Oh god, over 100 still left. Oh, Golden Revolve. Nice. Okay, we've seen this one. We've not seen Dark Arakoa. Oh wait, we have seen Dark Arakoa. Never mind. Nerubian Prophet. At the start of your turn, reduce this card's cost by 1. So it needs to be in your hand, but you know, at turn 1, it's 5, I do believe. Or, I don't know, maybe it needs to come to you, but yeah, it gets quite cheap quite fast. Cecil T we talked about. Evolve. Okay, I think this card is completely and utterly fucking broken. Transform your minions into random minions that cost 1 more for 1 mana. So, if you have, let's say, 2 totems on the battlefield and you use this, it turns them into a 2 mana minions at random. Okay, you have a chance to get something like Doomsayer and destroy your board. Fine. That's shit luck, but I mean, this can turn the whole game if you go like turn 1 drop, turn 2 drop, turn 3 drop, and you suddenly have, you know, they stay alive for some reason. And then you play this and you are just, yeah, ramp up like crazy. I think that card is broken. It should be target creature. Ooh, rares. More. 3 mana, 2/4. Taunt. Squirming Tentacle. Okay, yeah, solid card. Not great, solid. We see Ravaging Cool. Okay, Shifting Shade. 4 mana 4/3. Okay-ish body, but the ability, Death Rattle. Copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. So basically it's a half of a, what's the spell called? I'm trying to remember here. Not Mind Visions, the Thought Steal. Half of a Thought Steal in a body, which is nice. And Demented Frostcaller. After you cast a spell, freeze a random enemy. That can mean enemy minion or enemy hero, and it doesn't freeze minions that are already frozen. Ooh, Forbidden Healing. 0 mana, Forbidden Healing. Spend all your mana, restore twice as much health. That's nice. Healedin. It's a possibility. Bog Creeper. This is just an updated version of the Fern Creeper, I think it's called. 5 mana, 3/6. This is just 6/8 with taunt as well. We saw Aberrant Berserker stand against darkness. Summon a 5/1/1 Silverhand Recruits with 5 mana. Not super powerful, but then again, if somebody doesn't have an AoE, that's 5 mana 5 creatures, which can be useful. And Silithid Swarmer can attack only if hero attack this turn, so doesn't really work with mage or shaman or class that can attack. Druid, it works if you use hero power and attack. Rogue, of course. Warrior with weapons, and you have some spells that give you attack. I mean, yeah, it's decent, not great, decent. 13 done. 100 to go. Usher of Souls. Warlock card, 5 mana, 5/6. When friendly minion dies, give Cthulhu +1/+1, wherever it is. Not really that powerful Cthulhu card, but still, body is okay. A Polluted Hoarder, upgraded version of Loot Hoarder, 4 mana, 4/2, Death Rattle, draw card. Yeah, they just amped up the mana cost and stats. Otherwise the same. Psychotron, we saw Shatter. Destroy frozen minion. This is something that mages have been waiting for a while. And 4 mana, 3/3, Death Rattle, summon 2 spiders. Infested Wolf. It's a beast, so hunters really enjoy this one. And also the spiders that it summons are beasts. So those will help as well. With the other cards they have. Also, that quite nicely works with the Princess Huran that I opened. I didn't talk about her, those cards. Shame. Put that under a being tired. So we saw this, we saw this, we saw this, we saw this. Midnight Drake. Battlecry. Gain +1 attack for each other card in your hand. So, technically a reverse Twilight Drake. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Twisted Worgen, 2 mana, 3/1 stealth. Okay, that is just updated version of the Worgen Infiltrator, which is 1 mana, 2/1 stealth. We saw this Tentacle Nozoth, 1 mana, 1 Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to all minions. So that's also your minions, but enemies as well. So this is kind of fun. Like 1 mana, and it has a built-in a whatchamacallit, Reckless Pyromancer. No, it's not Reckless Pyromancer. The Pyromancer's ability anyway, when it dies. And Hooded Acolyte. Whenever your character is healed, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. Okay. 4 mana, 3/6, solid stat line. Yeah, could be good in a control Cthulhu deck. And we saw Shadow Watch Horror. It's kind of bad. As you have seen, there's not too many 2 damage attack minions. Oh, nice. Another Forbidden Healing. Okay, now we have a set of those. as you see, basically, yeah, okay, these will be hit. Nice. But we've seen all of these. We can move slightly faster now. Ooh, another epic. What? Yes! 1 mana 1/3 battle cry. Your hero power becomes summon a 1/1 Murloc. So instead of Silverhand Knights, like these ones, it will summon 1/1 Murlocs. And the picture for those tokens is adorable. It's a like one of these Silverhand Knights, but it's a small Murloc. Twilight Elder. At the end of your turn, your Cthulhu gets +1/+1 wherever it is. So yeah, as long as you can keep this alive, it will keep buffing. Faceless Summoner. Okay, another card that I think is kinda stupid. 6 mana 5/5. Okay, it has quite weak body, but it summons a 3-cost minion. You can get, like, Mukla. 5/5. Or, let's get average. You can get a 3/3 as well. So it's 6 mana, 8/8 technically in 2 bodies. Which is kinda powerful. Of course, you can get something like. I'm trying to think here. 1/3, but Acolyte of Pain. But then again, those things draw you cards. So this is mostly good. And Forlorn Stalker. Now they are trying to push a hunter meta where they play a lot of death rattles because, for example, this one. Battlecry, give your death rattle minions in your hand +1/+1. Yeah, that's kind of powerful if you have good death rattles. Like if you have the uh, Savannah High main, which is 6 mana 6/5, it will come 6 mana 7/6, which is kind of powerful. And we talked about Stand Against Darkness. Nice. Where are my legendaries? We saw this one. Another potentially broken card. 4 mana 4/5. Battlecry. If your Cthulhu has at least 10 attack, gains 5 health. Yeah, so if your Cthulhu has 10 or more, this becomes 4/10. Wow, that's powerful. For 4 mana. Yeah, okay. We saw Twisted Worgen, Hooded Acolyte before, but Spawn of Nazath. This is absolutely my favorite card art in this set. This is absolutely. I mean, look at this guy. He's like, I'm going to fuck you up, but I'm so cuddly and, you know, pretty. And also, it has a very powerful death rattle. Give your minions, that's a plural, all your minions get +1/+1 when this dies. Which kinda synergizes with some other cards and classes quite well. Like, I don't know, you have this on the board, you play that, Stand Against Darkness, you get 5/1/1 Silverhand Recruits, and you kill this one. Oh, you have 5/2/2s. Yeah. Quite powerful. We saw this one, we saw this one, we saw this one, we saw all this. This is 4th Blood Cultist. Epic and rare. Yeah, this is the other card that it, Spawn of the Zoth, goes well. Forbidden Ritual. Spend all your mana, so this is like the Forbidden Healing, except this one summons that many 1/1 tentacles. Yeah, so you have these, you kill that, oh, you have 2/2 tentacles instead of 1/1s. We saw Faceless Behemoth, very basic but very powerful. Dark Speaker. Okay, Battlecry. Swap stats with your friendly minion. So this you can use to save some early game minions that have, good ability that you want to keep. Or, if you want a spontaneous 3 damage. For example, in the Hearthstone stream that they did for Showcase, this set, the guy used a Dark Speaker on Shaman to the Mana Tide Totem, which is 0/3 draw card. So it made it a 3/6 draw card every end of your turn, which is kind of powerful. Also, it dealt 3 damage that turn, so yeah, this is... I can see a use for this in some decks. Just need to think about it. Powerful Tentacles. Okay, this art is kind of cool. Just slithering tentacles. Priest card, 5 mana, +2/+6. Yeah, I... Very defensive card. Could be good. I don't know. Hard to say. Haven't seen him play. Cult Sorcerer, 2 mana, 3/2. A lot of 3/2s. Again, not many of the 2 attack minions. +1 spell damage. Okay. After you cast a spell, give Cthulhu +1/+1. In some decks, that can grow Cthulhu quite fast. Golden power for Tentacles. Cool. It's like it's wiping. Another Stand Against Darkness. Ooh, Eater of Secrets. 4 mana, 2/4. Not that powerful. Battlecry. Destroy all enemy secrets. Gain +1/+1 for each. This eats up the freaking Secret Paladin and shits their corpses out. I mean, holy crap, this just... Oh, you have 5 secrets. Oh, nom 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 nom. I'm 7/9 for 4 mana. Fuck you. Yeah, Ravaging Ghoul we saw, and Tentacles for arms. This card in the internet has divided people. Some say it's a unusable piece of crap. I'm kinda on that too, but then again, it's 5 mana 2/2 that keeps going back. In the end game, you know, when you need weapons, and warriors did get quite a few weapon buffs in this, and they do have other weapon buffs to begin with. So, yeah, that might be decent-ish, although I feel it's a little bit too slow. Nothing. We saw this, we saw this, we saw this, we saw this, and we saw this. 90 to go. On the hunt, we saw Darkshire Alchemist, we saw Fiery Bat. Yeah. 1 mana 2/1, death rattle, 1 damage to an enemy, random enemy. Oh, this can be good, really good. Tentacle we saw, and Corrupted Healbolt we saw. And of course it's a beast, so hunters will love it. Oh, 2 rares. We saw Spawn of Nazoth, Usher of Soul scene, Midnight Drake scene, Forward Slaughter scene, Bladed Cultist. Okay. This card is crazy good if you have 2 of them in your starting hand and you have a coin. You just go coin, Bladed Cultist, Bladed Cultist. You have 2 2/3s on the battlefield with no negative effect, like Jumping Chow had. Yeah, that's an opener that's reminiscent of the old I can't remember the guy who he used 2 mana combo card. When you played it, it was a 2/3 and a 2/2. They made it 2/2 and 2/1. Yeah. Okay, more Squidface scene, Behemoth scene, Apothecary scene, Twilight Geomancer, 2 mana 1/4 taunt, Battlecry. Give your Cthulhu taunt where it is. Yeah, so whenever you play your massive Cthulhu with this, if you make a Cthulhu deck, it will also have taunt. So opponents need to have hard removal. Demented Frostcaller we saw. It's the freezing person. Ooh, epic. No rare, but we see in Flame Wreath, Faceless, Dark Arakoa scene, Hooded scene, Zealous Initiate. I don't think I've seen this one. 1 mana 1/1. Death Rattle. Give a random friendly minion +1/+1. Okay, not too crazy, but it can be good. I mean, it's not close to the Nozoth, spawn of Nozoth, but this goes well with one of the old gods that brings back the Death Rattle minions. And 6 mana 4/6. At the start of your turn, put a 10 cost minion from your deck into your hand. Okay, Ancient Harbinger. Quite nice. We should get a legendary soon. Okay, Dark Oracle scene, Nerubian Prophet scene, Eater of Secret scene. These two not so much. Cthulhu's Chosen. 4 mana, 4/2, Divine Shield. Okay, that's good, because they need to deal at least 2 sources of damage to it. Either hero power and a minion, or something else. Because Divine Shield protects from the first damage source. Battle Cry, give a Cthulhu +2/+2 wherever it is. This card, quite fun. 4 mana, 3/3. Okay, a little bit low stats, but it has a choose one ability. Summon a 2/2 slime, so it makes a 4 mana 5/5 technically, or you gain an empty mana crystal, so ramp. Very useful. Like usually choose one card from druids are. We've seen this one, we've seen this one, we've seen this one, we've seen this one, and okay, Blackwater Pirate. More for the warriors to love. I mean, any class can use this, which is nice. But warriors with the tentacle for arms, when weapons cost 2 less, they love it. We've seen this one, I like it. Fire Bat, Powerful Tentacle, Cthulhu's Chosen, and randomness ensues in Spreading Madness. 3 mana Warlock spell, deal 9 damage randomly split among all characters. That's all. That means your face, enemy minion, your minions, everything. 9 damage, all spread across everything. That's crazy. I mean, it can be really good. Oh, golden rare. I'll get to that. We've seen. Disciple Cthulhu. I like this card. 3 mana, 1/2/1. Not too bad. Battle Cry, deal 2 damage. Okay, that usually gets rid of enemies 2-drop, which is nice. And also it gives Cthulhu +2/+2. Yeah, I like this guy. Also, it dies on a hero power usually, but still. They need to use hero power to get rid of it. I like it. And the card that Trump, not the presidential candidate for American presidency, no, the Hearthstone player, Trump, got to reveal. This card, it's crazy. So 5 mana 5/4, which is decent stats. Battlecry, cast a random spell that costs 5 or less. The target is chosen randomly. So, technically, it can throw a fireball at enemy's face. Hooray! It can, get you the mage card that gives you a Kabbalah Stone that was added in this expansion that gives you 3 random mage spells. Very good. Then again, it can assassinate itself, it can lava shock it, not lava shock, lava burst itself, and I think they changed it. Originally it didn't overload you if it cast a overload cast spell, but I think they changed that, so it will overload you. So it will overload you and kill this guy. I think the Hearthstone player Trump, I hate that I need to make that my brain went. Bye bye. Yeah, distinction. But he checked all the spells and calculated the chances. This guy is 33% times approximately 33. It was 32 and point 4, something like that, times excellent, like 20% times it's okay, like nothing major happens, you just get a 5-4, or, you know, slightly smaller minion, and the rest of the times it's either very bad or just not so great. Ooh, epic again. Another one of these shit piles. Ugh. And we've seen all of these. Anyway, need to pick up the pace. Cyclotron scene, Cold Apothecary, Deathfrosty scene, everything's seen. I want legendaries! More squid faces! Twilight Mender, Dark Mender, we've seen. Infested Torn, new card, 4 mana, 2/3, not too powerful. Taunt, okay, Taunt gives it good. And when it dies, it gets a 2/2 slime. Okay, it's. Oh, sorry. My dinner tries to get up. And it's okay. 7 mana, 5/5 beast that has a Wind Fury. Yeah, this is the Dragon Hawk's mutated version. The Dragon Hawk being young Dragon Hawk is 1 mana, 1/1 Wind Fury. So yeah, this is its brick part rather. I would love to get this from the what's the card called that summons a random beast if you have a beast on the field? I can't remember that hunter card, but that's pretty much crazy. Double rare. We seen. Nothing good. Well, okay, the cocoon one. The panda. Agam Rager scene, Darkshire Alchemist scene, Evolved Kobold scene, Wraith Faceless scene, and Eater of Secret scene. This is going faster now. Duskboar scene, Agam Rager again, scene, Squirming Tentacle scene, Bilefin Hunter, yes scene, and the Shifting Shade scene. Come on, legendary!
Legendary.
Ragnaros the Light Lord. Yes! I want. Oh, this is like 4th or 5th Thistle tea. I don't want tea! I want coffee! Give me coffee! Give it now! Or else. Anyway, yeah, we've seen rest of these, but Ragnaros the Light Lord. 8 mana, 8/8. At the end of your turn, restore 8 health to any damage-friendly character. So, if this is the only thing on the field, it will heal your face for 8, instantaneously. But also, it will, you know, as you, it can attack, unlike the normal Ragnaros that just shoots fireballs. That guy can attack, so you can kill an enemy minion, and it might heal you if you're, you know, hurt. But it also may heal itself. So, 3 kills. Hooray! Scene. Adult Grizzly. 3 mana, 2/2. After you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. Nice. These makes aggro druid more viable than ever. Also, since shamans lost the crackle in the expansion, crackle being 2 mana, deal 3 to 6 damage to an enemy, so it's a minion or face, they decided to give them another way to get rid of things on the field. You know, for clearing purposes, still 4 damage to a minion, which is okay for 2 mana. Overlord 1, yeah, not bad, but it can only shoot minions, so I think it's balanced, although yeah, 4 damage is good. We've seen Primal Fusion, we haven't seen Darkshire Consulman. 3 mana, 1/5. After you summon a minion, gain +1 attack. So, at first, this is 1/5. You get a minion, it's 2/5. Then another 3/5, and so on. It can grow if you manage to protect it. Midnight Drake, we've seen. Yeah. Other ones we've seen. More. We require more.
Where?
Storm cracks the earth and fire. Heed my call. We've seen all of these. Evolve a broken guard. I will make a deck for this because this is crazy.
Golden. Where?
Ooh. Another Disciple of Cthulhu. Plated Cultists. We have a set now. Infested Door in Golden. Don't know. And Forbidding Shaping. I love this card. Many people do. Priest card. 0 mana. Spend all your mana. So you can play it whenever you want. And summon a minion that costs that much. So if you have 2 mana and you use this, or rather I'd say 2 mana left, you can play it on turn 2 or turn 10. And if you have 2 mana it will summon a 2 mana minion. That is random. Yeah, this will cause some fun moments in the game. I love it. Love the design. Also, the picture looked cool with that sinister slime. Ooh, yes. This is what I want as well. We've seen the 4 of these. But Master of Evolution, 4 mana 4/5, so it has a Yeti body, which is very good. But also, Battle Cry. Transform a friendly minion into a random one that costs 1 more. So yeah, you can... Basically, it's evolve to a single target, which I think the evolve should be. Because, you know, the evolving, it will also heal the minions, because they will become... You can trade, do the favorable trades, they are hurt, you evolve them. Oh, they're back on full, whatever they will be, when they transform. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Crazy tempo.
Where? Legendary.
Oh, Malkarok. 7 mana 6/5. Okay, not the best stats for 7 mana, but Battlecry, a random weapon. So it can be, since it's a warrior card, it can be a warrior weapon. But it can also be rogue, shaman, paladin, hunter. Yeah, those guys have weapons too. They just haven't shown too many of those. So yeah, maybe... well, it doesn't get hit by BGH, so that's good. Although... yeah, I think this is still balanced, because it gives you a weapon that usually ranges from 1 to 7 mana. I think there's a 7. Yeah, there is 7 mana weapons. So, it's good balance. Tentacles we've seen, Feral Rage we've seen, Midnight Drake we've seen, and Shadow we've seen. Rock, yeah. Might do a warrior deck now. That's revolves around weapons more. Scene. 68 more to go and my head is going to explode before that. Maybe doing this at 4 AM wasn't the best idea. We've seen this, and we've seen this. Okay. Ooh, golden rare. Twilight Darkmender. Nice. Scene. How not to be seen. Swarming Tentacle scene, Grotesque Dragonhawk scene, Bulk Reaper scene, On the Hunt scene, and Steward of Darkshire scene. I feel that's too good. Oh, epic! Darkspeaker, another one. Good, we have a set now. Squid Face, Gunselman, Shadow Strike. Yeah, we've seen the rest of these. Just for fun. Same Huhuran as I did. Okay, there's one card we haven't seen here. Rallying Blade. So it's a new Paladin card. 3 mana, 3/2 weapon. Okay, it's okay. It's like a Fiery War Axe, except 1 more costly, but it has an ability. Give +1/+1 to your minions. So all the minions which have Divine Shield. Which might be few if you have that Steward of the Darkshire. Or, you know, other ways to give Divine Shield. Crazy good. We've seen... oh, new Hunter beast. Carrion Grub. 3 mana, 2/5. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad, but it's a beast. So with hunters that brings more utility, it has a good body, it can trade. I like it. I think it's really good actually for a hunter card. Evolved Kodo we've seen, Saravandi Yaxaron we've seen and talked about. Okay, Twilight Flamecaller. 3 mana 2/2. Not too impressive, but it deals 1 damage to all enemy minions, so it also casts a arcane explosion when it comes to playing.
Rare, rare.
We've seen, not seen, we've seen. Okay, 6 mana 2/3. It has to have a really good ability if it, has that costly for 2/3. Well, it does. Deal 2 damage to all non-Murloc minions. So basically, it casts a Consecrate, or well, yeah, Consecrate, because Consecrate is 4 mana, deal 2 to all enemy minions and enemies' fail. Well, not really, because it will also hurt your creatures that are not Murlocs. So yeah, this is nice. I think this has potential for Murloc deck to be a board clear in the late game. Pick. So yeah, 10 mana card for Warlocks, destroy all minions. Draw a card for each. It means for each destroyed. So if there's 3 minions on the field, you draw 3. If there's 14 minions on the field, you draw 14. Simple as that. Talked about, not talked about. Selfless Hero, 1 mana, 2/1. Okay, not too bad. But it also has a death rattle. Give a minion, random friendly minion Divine Shield. Yeah, so that goes with the blade quite well. 60 to go. Polluted Hoarder, talked. Adult Grizzly, talked. Psychotron, talked. Okay, we've talked all about these. It's all about the base of the base. Psychotron! Yeah, I think we've seen all the common ones, I think. Oh, Infest, new hunter card. Again, going with the death rattle thing. Give your minions death rattle and a random beast to your hand. So yeah, it's the same death rattle as the web spinner had. That is now gone from the because of the Naxxramas is gone. Ooh, golden adult grizzly. Cold saucer with we've talked about all of these. But good to keep. Good to get golden ones because they're dust. Again, we have talked about all of these. Nothing interesting. Come on, something interesting. Cool. Seen all. Rare. Nothing. We've seen these. Very boring few packs we have had. 2 rares. Okay, we've seen. It's all about the scene of the scene. I like that visceral explosion. Okay, we just saw this one, we've seen this. Twilight Summoner. 4 mana 1/1. Boo. Death Rattle. Summon a 5/5 Faceless Destroyer. Yay! That's great. So, yeah. You don't want to kill that, but if you kill that, you may need to make sure that it's silenced, and silence was, made harder to get, or, less tempo-ish to use. So, yeah, we've seen all of these. Basic stuff. Come on, give me interesting cards. Ooh, golden common, but also... Oh, this is one I wanted, actually. Zariel Poison Mind. 4 mana, 3/2. Battle Cry and Death Rattle, so like Thoshly had. Add a random toxin card to your hand. So, you can get 1 from 5 toxins every time. So you get 2 Can be the same, can be different, but they're all 1 mana. And they are, let me see, I'm trying to remember. Deal 2 damage, give stealth until end of turn, draw a card. Then there's the one that returns to your hand and costs 2 less and +3 attack permanently. So yeah, that's really valuable minion. I like it. Ooh, golden forbidden shaping. I like it. And another chisel tea. Perhaps some tea, ladies and gents.
Golden. Rare.
Ooh, light in the darkness. This we haven't actually, yeah, we haven't seen this one. So I was talking bullshit when I said I think we've seen all the commons. Light in the darkness. That's 2 mana, paladin spell. Discover a minion, so pick one out of 3 random ones. Give it a +1/+1. Great. And evolve. Nice. So that's kind of funny card.
Rare.
We all have seen these, seen these. I don't know why that beat is in my head.
Rare.
Scene. Very boring pack.
Rare. Epic.
Epics are always nice. Yes! I fucking love this card! This is what shamans have been needing. Okay, we've seen everyone else. But this one. 2 mana, 3/2. A very basic stat set. Battle Cry. Unlock all of your overload mana crystals. All of them. That's amazing! I mean, so far there's only one card. A fucking Lava Shock that has been doing that. And that's 2 mana, deal 2 damage. Very poor tempo card. This one, you get a body on the field, and you get to unlock your mana crystals. It's insanely good. They're really pampering shamans on this patch. Oh, golden. And 5th one. Bullet Sail Cultist. I'm thinking I'm going to stroke out soon because I'm starting to bubble. Blather. Yep, my brain's gone at this point. Nothing new. We've seen all of these. 40 more packs. So there's possibility 1 to 2 more legendaries. And seen all of these as well. Seen all of these again. I think I might use a little bit more money on this expansion and buy more packs at some point. Not today. Maybe next time I get some money. We've seen all of these. Had to check. Because I think this expansion is quite good. And I want to play different kind of decks. We've seen all of those. Ooh, golden rare. Blood to Ichor. Nice. So we've seen all of these except Blood to Ichor. Warrior card. Deal 1 damage to a minion. If it survives, summon a 2/2 slime. So 1 mana, 2/2 and deal damage, which can be, you know, used to, I don't know, activate execution, give a more damage to Frothing Berserker, activate the Dark Iron Dwarf. Oh, epic. Yeah, another Wisp card. Wisps of the old gods. Although I do appreciate the word pun there. Choose one. Summon 7/1/1 Wisps, or give your minions +2/+2. Not too good for 7 mana, but if, yeah, there's a world where that is decent. Seen. Oh, definitely seen. That's the most numerous teeth we have had. And we've seen all of these again. 35 to go. Well, 6 because this is the... all of have seen. Oh, nice, we have sets of these now. I will definitely make a shaman deck after this, because 1, I need those shaman victories, but 2, I like Shaman's new cards quite a lot. We've seen all of these. Also, probably different kinds of Cthulhu decks will be created. I've seen all of these. There. We saw Klaxi Amber Weaver earlier. Yeah, there's some. Oh, for a good card still. Okay, something new. Doomcaller. 8 mana, 7/9. Battlecry. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2 wherever it is. If it's dead, shuffle it into your deck. So if you some reason played Cthulhu and your opponent is not dead, and oh, sorry, again lunch. Well, not lunch. Dinner tries to get up. If it's dead for some reason, you know, you can shuffle it back to your deck from dead, which is nice. Very nice. We have seen all of these. Very many of those. Everything. Oh, nice. Epic and rare. And Twilight. Yeah, we've seen all of those. There's also a possible rogue deck I have in mind revolving around Death Rattle now. Because the ones we got, especially the legendary. Okay, this one's new. Scaram Cultist. Battlecry. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2. And 6 mana 7/6, which is actually quite a good body. Also, now that I remember to mention, none of the Cthulhu related cards will be shown in the will come up in the arena, so this one won't be in arena. For example, anything that buffs Cthulhu or Cthulhu itself won't be in the arena pool. So yeah, we've seen all of those. Now we have set of Forbidden Tentacles as well. Now it's also one golden one. Master of Evolution, nice. Forbidden Ancient. Okay, this is crazy. 1 mana, 1/1. But spends all your mana you have left. And it gets +1/+1 for each mana spent. So 1 mana, it will 1/1. 2 mana, 2/2, 3 mana, 3/3, so on. So 10 mana, it's 10/10. Very good. Very useful and valuable. Legendary! Another Ragnaros Light Lord. We can disenchant this. Hooray! And we've seen all of them. Give me another legendary. There's still a chance. Scene. Scene. All scene. Oh. You can see it with your own eyes. Golden. More of these. I don't know. There might be a world where those can be played. Rallying Blade number 2. Okay, we have a set of those now. 21 to go. Golden Darkshot. Consulman. Nice. And another Master of Evolution. Rare. Blood to Ichor. We've seen that one. All of these been seen. This is not the show of how not to be seen. Yeah. Those are seen as well. Evolve, Squirming Tentacle, Evolve, yeah. Seen again. Come on, give me something really good. Epic! We have set of Wildfin Inquisitors now. I might do a Murloc Paladin now as well. Forbidden Rich, yeah, all seen again. I'm rushing through these because I'm getting kinda tired, and yeah. Not feeling well because I'm tired. I have that fatigue from being tired, feeling a little sick-ish for that. Oh, set of dooms as well. Nice. All others we've seen.
Rare.
Stand Against the Darkness and Blackwater Pirate we've seen. I will slow down for the last 10 for luck purposes. Legendary! Yes! Yoxaron! I was actually wishing for this because this is the randomizer incarnate. So we've seen all of these, but yeah, Yoxaron, Hope's End. 10 mana 7/5. Not a good stat line. Battlecry. Cast a random spell for each spell you've cast this game. Targets are chosen randomly. So if you cast 5 spells, it will cast 5 random spells. They can help you, they can help your enemy, they can... I mean, in a world, there's a possibility that you shoot your enemy 5 times in the face with a pyroblast. But there's also a world where you get shot 5 times in the face with pyroblast by this. And there's of course, I mean, there was already a video because Americans got the expansion slightly earlier, like 6 hours earlier. I'm bitter. And there was already video about this where guy played this and basically milled himself to death with sprints. So yeah, that's fun. But I'm definitely going to make a deck of sorts for that. Seen all of these. Come on! Rare? There's only rare.
Rare.
Ah, golden rare. Cult Sorcerer. I think we have 2 golden Cult Sorcerers now. Maybe. Let's see. Rare? Nothing. 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 Nothing.
Golden.
Ah, golden common. And we've seen. We have to rub the lock on this stone. Nothing? Nothing? Rare? Nothing? Okay.
Golden.
Ah, golden common. Okay. Oh, nice! I want more of these for the Death Rattle Rogue. Undercity Huckster, 2 mana 2/2. Death Rattle. Add a random class card to your hand from your opponent's class. So if you're facing Priest, you get a Priest card. If you're facing Warrior, Warrior card, and so on. Want another one of those? Give me another one of those. Although Legendary would be nice too.
Rare.
Rare. We've seen all of these.
Rare.
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 Oh, 2 rares. And a Huckster. Nice. Infested Wolf. Good. Nothing? 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 Rare. Legend. Oh, epic.
Rare.
Yes! Set of these. Definitely going to make a shaman. Oh, thing from below. We haven't seen this one. 6 mana 5/5. Taunt. Okay, not great line, but cost 1 less for each totem you've summoned this game. Yeah, you can get this in the end game for free if you summoned enough totems. 0 mana 5/5 taunt. That's bonkers. Like I said, they're making some pampering for the shamans in this expansion. Oh, Mage Guard. Forbidden Flame. 0 mana. Spell. Spend all your mana. Well, I think it means spend all your remaining mana. Deal that much damage to a minion. So, yeah, not too great, but you can use it to, you know, get a control of the board if you really need to. I mean, it would be too good for face because it would be like Pyroblast at the end.
Rare.
These seen all of these. Another called Sorceron. Sorceron! 2 rares.
Rare.
Seen and seen. All seen. Last one. Snap snap. There's nothing. A rare. Nothing. Rare. 2 rares. Not too bad. Evolve and Servant of Yoxaron. But yeah. Let's see. What did we miss? Let's go to the collection. Yeah, there's a lot of new ones. Old gods. Crafting. So we didn't get Fandral Stagelm, which is kind of cool card. 4 mana, 3/5. Choose one cards have both effects combined. So that means all the cards like, you know, this one, both of them happen, which is cool. Otherwise, we got all of them at least once. Okay, then we got the Hunter, where, well, we might as well talk about this guy. Princess Huhuran. Battlecry. Trigger a friendly minion's death rattle effect. So, yeah, you trigger the effect, and the minion stays there. So you can, for example, trigger this, get 2 1/1s before killing this, which is cool. Other death rattles. Very powerful if you have Sylvanas. Mind control out of like that. Golden one. But yeah, really cool card. 5 mana, 6/5, which again dodges the BGH. Shame that we didn't get any Call of the Wilds, which is 8 mana, summon all 3 animal companions. So it summons the, in alphabetical order, the 3 ones you can get from animal companion. So Leok, no, not Leok, Hoffer, Leok, and then Misha, I think. Yeah, I think it's like that. Anyway, so you get on the board 5/2 with charge, 2/4 that buffs 1 to all minions, so I'm already counting that to the Hoffer, and 5/4 taunt, which is crazy. Ooh, we have quite a lot of dust. We can make actually 2 legendaries, I think. And Giant Sandworm. Shame that we didn't get this, but this is also decent. 8 mana, 8/8. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, you may attack again. So you can attack a minion, kill it, attack another one, kill it, attack another one, kill it, and then go face. You know, if it survives. Okay, shit ton of cards here. 1 at least. Shame we didn't get any Kabbalist tomes. It's a epic one. What's in there? I bet it's cookie recipes. Yeah, sure. But yeah, it adds 3 random mage spells to your hand, which is good. Other ones we have seen. They're legendary anomalous. That's short for anomalous. Ha, funny. 8 mana, 8/6, death rattle, deal 8 damage to all minions, so it's a mort wipe when it dies. So we got a blah, brain gone, blah. We got sets of these forbidden healings, so if you forgot or didn't hear earlier, spend all your mana and restore twice that much health. So on turn 10, you can heal 20. Cool. We have golden light in the darkness, discover a minion, give it +1/+1. So, quite useful, can be. And Ragnar's Light Lord, we have 2. Cool. We got a forbidden shaping, but we also got a golden one, so we have a set of those as well. Embrace the Shadow. We didn't get any, but it's 2 mana spell. This turn your healing effects deal damage instead. For when your Arcanine Soul Priest goes sick. Okay, that's a good one. Because Arcanine Soul Priest is 4 mana 3/5 that has this ability. So with this, you can play this, and target enemy face and do 5 damage. And their legendary Herald Volage. 6 mana 5/5 Battlecry, summon 1/1 copy of each other minion. So if you have, let's say, 2 of these on the battlefield, and you play this, you have, you know, 2 4/3s with the Death Rattle, but also 2 1/1s with that Death Rattle. Yeah, this is really good with Death Rattles or, abilities that are just being there. Such as, I don't know. Well, there's no good example there, but let's go on. Ooh, I need to make some of these. Shame that I didn't get any. So, Journey Below. 1 mana spell, discover a Death Rattle card. Yeah, this is the cornerstone of a Death Rattle deck, I'm thinking. Well, not a cornerstone, but very powerful card for it, because you can use your first turn to just, yep, I just need a good Death Rattle card. Oh yeah, I don't have this mana cost creature in my hand, so it will fit nicely. Then there is, let's see, Rogue Zarel. I love this one. It was a good get for this kind of Death Rattle deck. We didn't get Shadowcasters at all, which is shame. They are 5 mana 4/4. Battlecry, choose a friendly minion, add 1/1 copy of that in your hand and it costs 1. So you get a 1 mana 1/1 of something like, I don't know, Zarel. So you have 1 mana 1/1 that gives you a 1 mana poison when it goes into the battle and dies in a battle as well. Yeah. There's also Blade of Cthulhu, which I think is a kind of shitty card, but it can be. I saw it being played in a proper way, so it can be good. Need some more drink. My throat is getting really coarse. Cthulhu demands sacrifice, preferably a Deathwing. Yeah. So that's a joke because Battlecry, destroy a minion, so 9 mana, 4/4, and it has an Assassinate built in, so the mana cost makes sense. Assassinate being 5 mana, destroy a target minion. But this also adds the attack and health to Cthulhu. So bigger the minion you kill, the better, damage, as it were. Involved, probably, yeah, we talked about these. Shaman, legendary, Halazil the Ascended. When your spells deal damage, restore that much health to your hero. I saw this being used in one of the videos to basically recover over 30 health in one turn because the person played this and then Elemental Destruction, which is 4 to 5 damage to all characters on the battlefield except, the players. Halazil's all your damages. Dala Zamage. What the fuck is that? I can't say. Also, Shaman's got a new weapon in this expansion. Hammer of Twilight. It's 5 mana 4/2, which is okay-ish, but it also summons a 4/2 elemental when it dies, so it leaves a body as well. Stop! Twilight Hammer time! Think from below, I need another one of these. Okay, Warlock. I don't really care about this class that much. Unfortunately, I've never liked Warlock that much. But they got this fun card, Renounced Darkness. See ya, Darkness! 2 mana, replace your hero power and Warlock cards with another classes. The cards cost 1 less. So all your class-specific cards get turned into a random. So 1 mana cards might turn into 3 mana and 7 mana, and, it's all random. But they cost 1 less than their normal counterparts. The idea behind this card is that even random cards that are, cheaper are better than well, not maybe better, but viable, as viable as a pre-made deck. It doesn't change your neutral cards though, so there's that. Cho'Gall, legendary for shaman, not shamans, warlocks. After all this time, Gul'dan still make Cho'Gall to get donuts and coffee. Ha, funny. Because two heads think better. Yeah, whatever. Battlecry. Next spell you cast costs health instead of mana. Which would be great if, the Warlock had really great spells. They don't. That's unfortunate, but they don't. And we got two Dooms. We ran over the space for Doom! Okay. Oh, we got quite a few. Well, yeah, 5 of these. So we didn't get Blood Warriors, which is add a copy of each damage friendly minion in your hand. So they have uneasy rivalry with Blood Balance. Funny. So yeah, I think this card would go into a control warrior, some kind of different kind of control warrior, where you try to maybe a fatigue one, maybe. Interesting idea. And Malrock, which was. Whew, okay. Now there's the neutral ones. We got most of these. We didn't get the legendary Zerus, which is 1 mana 1/1, but each turn, this is in your hand, transform it into a random minion. So it can turn from 1/1, 1 mana 1/1 to like 7 mana 7/7 golem, war golem, or it can be a 2 mana 3/2 Nab's Declaration now 2/2. But yeah, you get the point. Every turn, start of your turn, it transforms something else. Let's see, what didn't we get? Nathvagel the Darkfisher. It's 2 mana 2/4. Yeah, and instead of you drawing a card, the enemy has a chance to draw a card. Because, 2/4 can be quite powerful. We have all these. Beautiful. We didn't get Cyclopean Horror, which is interesting. 4 mana 3/3 Taunt, Battlecry. Gain +1 health for each enemy minion, so it can be quite a big taunt. We didn't get Faceless Shambler, which is 4 mana 1/1 Taunt, Battlecry. Copy a friendly minion's attack and health. So let's say you had a let's just go with the like Eater of Secrets for some reason, and you want to play this for some reason. It will be a 2/4 Taunt. Let's assume that this didn't eat any secrets for some reason. It'd be a 2/4 Taunt for 4 mana. And the other one will stay as 1/4. Set of those, Christ Worshipper. Every month they share pancake breakfast with the perfectly rational worshippers. Christ Worshipper, 5 mana 3/6 Taunt. Whenever this minion takes damage, give your Cthulhu +1/+1 wherever it is. So it can give your Cthulhu +1/+1 or 6 +1/+1s. Even more if it's more buffed, but yeah, you get the idea. Validated Doomsayer. Really feels good about himself and is in much better place now, but he sure does miss piloting those shredders. Oh, they... Okay, they're making a joke about the fact when you ever played a pilot shredder, which was 4 mana 4/3, and when it dies, it summons a random 2 mana minion. Usually there was Doomsayer, which, is not validated, but the Doomsayer 0/7 at the start of your turn, destroy all creatures. Yeah, that fucked up people. Quite a many games. But validated Doomsayer is 5 mana 0/7. What has changed? At the start of your turn, set this minion's attack to 7. And it's on every turn. So if enemy, I don't know, uh, Like uses humility to put it to 1 or something else that drops its attack to lower than 7 at the start of your turn, unless it is dead. It turns to 7. You know, silence works as well. We got Ancient Heartbringer, which brings a 10 mana cost creature to hand. Let's see. Mukla, Tyrant of the Veil. 6 mana, 5/5, beast. Add 2 bananas to your hand. Yeah. Pro tip, do not bogart the bananas. What the heck's bogarting? Anyway, decentish. I don't know if those bananas are just normal +1/+1 bananas, or are they from that one tavern brawl where they could be. There could be a giant banana. For 1 mana you get +2/+2, or flip the attack and defense of a creature, or just deal 1 damage outright. Don't know. Maybe. Scaled Nightmare. I like it because it scales. Funny. Scaled Nightmare. At the start of your turn, double this minion's attack. So when you play it, 2/8. After that, the start of your turn, it's 4/8. Then it's 8/8, 16/8. You get the idea. Hogger, Doom of Evelyn. We didn't get this guy either, but 7 minutes 6/6. Okay, not great body. When Cthulhu went to sleep, he checked under his bed for Hogger. Everybody's afraid of Hogger. Yeah, every time this guy takes damage, summon a 2/2 null with taunt, which is great. Also, I want to. I heard that there was a joke on Garion Grub and I had to bring it up now that I remembered. Carry on my wayward Grub. Horrible. We didn't get Twin Emperor Velcor, which is 7 mana for 6 taunt, which is okay-ish. But, the power comes from the Cthulhu synergy of at least 10 attack with Cthulhu. Summon another Emperor. It's twin, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a different name, but it's also for 6 taunt. Crazy. Do they make decisions based on age? I'm 2 minutes older, therefore we burn this village. We got those. Boogie Monster, the crappiest card in this set, in my opinion. So 8 mana, 6/7. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, so enemy can't just bash its minions here and cause it to grow. You have to attack and kill. So it gets +2/+2. So no, this is unplayable in any world. Has 20 years of training in classical ballet, but all he ever gets as this is Boogie. Oh wow. Another legendary that we didn't get, Soggoth the Slitherer. 9 mana, 5/9 taunt. Can't be targeted spells or hero powers. So yeah. This guy. It evades most of the removal, which is nice. Don't tell Soggoth, but the future, he totally gets owned by the Master Glaive and his cult becomes tourist attraction. Oh, this is the guy in the uh what's the place in Burning Crusade, the first area, Hellfire Peninsula, and there's the, place where you fight the Demon Lord or something. I can't remember. 10 mana, 12/12, Deathwing, Dragon Lord. New kind of Deathwing. Death Rattle, put all dragons from your hand in the battlefield. Usually in the game you don't have many dragons, so this seems quite pointless. But maybe there's a deck for it someday. To his credit, Deathwing really took to heart the feedback he was receiving that he needed to be more of a team player. Making a joke towards the fact that when you play the normal Deathwing, it destroys all the cards in your hand and all the creatures in the battlefield. Then the rest of the old gods. There's Nazot, the Corruptor, Battlecry, summon your Death Rattle minions that died this game. So it will be in the order of the first one, Death Rattle die, second one, and so on, but yeah, it will bring all them back. It has not been able to get under the sea out of his head for like 5,000 years. Under the sea. We talked about Yogg-Saron, and then there's Yashar, Rage Unbound, which is, in my opinion, weakest of them all. 10 mana 10/10. Eh. At the end of your turn, put a minion from your deck into the battlefield. Yeah, it can be good, it can be really bad. But hey, maybe it finds a place in this world. When he's working out, he binds all that rage back into a ponytail. Funny. Anyway, I'll quickly push this button since we have like almost 400 commons that we can disenchant, 89 rares, 2 epics, and 1 legendary. So yeah. How much does... yeah, 1,600. We can actually make 3. No, wait. 3,200. Yeah, we can't make because it's 4,800. We need 100 more. Although, we do have cards that we can get rid of. We could make 3 legendaries. But I will do that when I need the cards, so... yeah. But for now, I thank you all for watching this. If you did watch it all the way through, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider sharing it with someone else who might also enjoy the video. But for now, I will bid you a good day, and I will go to sleep. Good night.